from Baltimore, Maryland.
The hesitation. Are you from
No,
everywhere?
because it kind of like my family is from Jersey. I'm
hmm
really like my whole family's from Jersey, and so whenever I tell people, they're like, "So you're from Jersey?" But I'm like, I don't know anything
About Jersey.
about Jersey. Ugh, couldn't help you.
You can claim both. It's okay. It's okay here. I won't
Okay,
judge you.
I'm from the world. Like,
Period. Oh my God, have you
yes.
seen that clip of La Roach?
Oh
Well,
my God. And we from the
good to
same
know.
place.
The Bronx?
The world.
All right now. I love
Listen.
you.
We're from the same place. The world. No, I love that clip.
Yes, that is me.
So, for the people uninitiated to your work, if you could introduce yourself to a person with a photograph that you've created, I guess, what photograph would it be?
I think it would probably do definitely something that I most recently posted. I took a picture of my little cousin like on the steps of my house, and he's just like in the corner in the steps, and I think that that is my favorite photograph I've taken so far. And I took that fairly recently. I took that like Thanksgiving,
Mm.
but I think it's just perfectly kind of shows what I'm going for in my art now and my direction. And he's also my baby, and I just love him so
Aw.
much. And so he looks so like lost and by himself, and I love the composition of the photo so much. I think that that will perfectly sum up my work.
Would you say family is like a big thing for you?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, it seems like just again referencing the Substack and also just looking at your other work, it does seem like you involve your family. Is there a reason why you feel like that is, or is it just because of ease, or is there a deeper meaning behind that?
It's crazy because I had like just started really thinking about that in terms of
Mm.
my family and my photography, because I never thought about it. They first became like a part of that just because of convenience. I have a really big family, and I just always felt like there was something always going on. We're all around each other. So it was like, oh my God, everybody's growing up, like everybody's having kids. We need pictures, like I need
Mm,
pictures. And that kind of became why I would take a lot of photos. And then I think they kind of became like my sweet spot in photography. I didn't think that they were something people would be interested in, but I was like, well, I like it. Like, I like it because it's my grandmother, my grandfather. Like, of course, I
hmm
would want to keep that. And then I started showing people, and they're like, these are really good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Is that how it all started? It was just like you started taking pictures and people were like, "Oh, you have a talent for this."
Um, yes, I started in high school, and I took a photography class
Mm,
because I did mass comm in middle school, and we didn't have anything else that was similar to mass comm, but I heard that there was a photography class at like Newtown, and I was like,
hmm
oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Like, yeah. And so I like worked really hard in art to get an A because I wanted to do it. And then I think like the first day we got our cameras, I took pictures of like my ex-boyfriend and his friend like looking out the window, and it was so dramatic.
It
And
was giving like music
I
video, like.
yes, like, and the sun was shining through the window, and they're just gazing. And I took it, and I was like, oh, like these are good. And I was like, come on, like we're gonna keep going. And then I showed my best friend at the time, who was a photographer, and he was like, Michaela, these are really good. Like you can make money off of this. Cause he was like
Mm.
really starting getting on as a photographer. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just started doing it with my friends.
And who in the photography world has inspired you?
Probably my grandfather.
Mm.
I think, like, being honest, I don't think I really look up to any photographers. I definitely like Carrie Mae Weems. She's amazing. Gregory Crutzen, he's amazing. I'm also terrible with names.
Fair.
So
Me
yeah,
too.
so they're like, who do you like? I'm like, I got some pictures on my phone I could show y'all, but
Yeah, yeah.
those are like I always love them. My grandfather did photography though.
Mm.
I which I've also noticed a lot within Black people, which is that like we all kind of learn from like our grandparents, or like a father or a mother who just would take family photos, and then that would kind of segue or snowball.
hmm
And I that was kind of me. Like
Mm.
I found photography my own way, but my grandparents, me and my sister would go to my grandparents' house and we would just look through photo albums. They have like a bunch. And we would just look through photos and they would just tell us about the photo. Like they would be like, oh, this was like our first date or this was our wedding. And so I think that that really started to shape kind of how I view photos and how they can speak and how they tell a story and how there's kind of like puts a face to the name. Like I've seen like my grandmother's high school best friend.
Hmm.
She's 81 years old. Like that's you don't really get to see that very often. That's not something that's like documented, especially with Black people. I think it's really important. But sorry, because I will trail.
No, you're
Um,
fine. Trail all day.
but I think it was definitely my grandfather. Even when I was doing it in high school, he was always like, "Let me see your work. Let me see your photos. Like, what are you doing next? What's going on?" Even when I stopped, he was still like, "I thought you were doing photography." But he
Interesting.
wasn't. He didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, it was like a hobby for him.
Yeah.
But I think you bring up a good point, like, and honestly made me realize how important pictures are in my family as well, and just in the Black community in general. Because yes, like the photo albums were like the centerpiece of like family gatherings. Like we're all gathering around the coffee table and looking at photos, or we're passing them on
Mhm.
to like our younger cousins for them to look at when we don't feel like giving them a toy to play with. Like I have
Mhm.
very vivid memories, and still to this day, like when I'm going over to my grandmother's house and I have my younger cousin there again, just busybody doing whatever, and just like just look at these photos and like have fun with it. Like I too was
Yes.
like that younger kid that was like really just fascinated by the photos I see at my grandmother's and even in my own house because it really does like because I'm the youngest first of all, so I didn't really get to see like a lot of my family members grow up in their lives
Me too.
before I became right to that point. Like you mentioned, or you've I've seen that you bring up that theme of like past and present in photography and how I feel like those photos for me allowed the past to be in my present and for me to
Yes.
reflect on. So if you can tell me more, like why is that important to you and do you continue seeing yourself using that theme to influence your future work? And I feel like it's already like embedded in photography, right? But like why do you feel like that's important, especially for the Black community to have?
Yes, I definitely see it in coming as future inspiration for my work. I
Hmm.
think that okay, wait. Can you repeat the first question?
Yeah, well, I guess you answered it. Like, if you feel like you see it influencing your work in like your future work, and then, dang, hold on, what was my second
I
question?
know it. It was good. It was like
It was so good.
oh,
Hold
oh, it was
on.
like why is this so important? Or
In the
like
Black
where does that
community,
yeah. Okay,
it's
like
been a rough day.
it's been a long day.
I'll put it
It's
on
been a
that.
long day. Okay. It's like two things. Um One, I took an Afrofuturism class last semester,
Mm,
and that shit changed my life.
mm,
It because Afrofuturism combines like the past and the present, which is really where the concept started to like come together for me because I didn't really know what Afrofuturism was, but I was like, I kind of want to take it, like whatever.
mhm,
And it like especially with Afrofuturism, it takes like African American, really like African American, or African diaspora, and it takes that and it kind of combines it with our present while also creating like a future for us.
mm,
It is truly phenomenal. Like look into it. Sun Ra has a movie that's like kind of bad, but it takes the concept of what if Black people could leave, and it's like, what if they could leave Earth? And that even somebody like asking that to me, I had never thought of, and it kind of made me start thinking about like alternate realities. I've also realized that like I like photos that kind of like fuck with the viewer a little bit. That kind of is
mm,
like not really what you would expect, or this, or there's like more to the story of like what it's showing.
mhm,
To go back to Black people though, it is really important because the second thing is they try to erase our history. Everybody tries to erase every single thing that Black people do. And the only reason that we still know about most of these things is through these photos. We need photographic proof. Like, just, we need proof of our existence. We need proof that, like, this was here, that we were here, that this did come to be, that we did have these houses or these cars
mhm,
or these these families, or we were photographers, we were artists, we were this, we were that. Like proof is everything. We need to see something to believe it. And that is where that also tied into the Afrofuturism thing, because that's when I like realized, I was like, we know, like we actually do need to see these things. It's different being told, it's different feeling it, it's different, being like, oh, well, what if? You need to see to believe. You need
Mm-hmm.
to see. And I just think it's really important.
Yeah, for sure. No, I also took an Afrofuturism class when I was in college. I was a digital media major, so
Mhm.
I guess they talked about the same things as far as like how you described it, but I guess just in a different medium because we were looking at like videos and also we read books too that like
Ooh.
related to the idea of Afrofuturism, and it was never something that I even thought of as like, or I've first of all never heard the genre.
Mhm.
So for me to like learn about it, and I guess that's the point of school, like for you to be introduced to like these new ideas. But I think it is crazy that this is like the first time I'm hearing about this. And it really did put into context like, oh wait, we can reimagine like
Our
our
future.
our future, our culture, because so much of it has been, if you look at the media specifically, so like trauma porn, like heavy
Mhm.
and just like slavery and like fight for our rights. And like, yes, that's our
Mhm.
history. That's great. But why is this continuing to be a plot line for Black movies up into the 2020s? Like, we need something different, which is why we appreciate and love Sinners, because it's something different. So that's amazing that you have taken that and used it in your own art. Why photography though? Like, why not choose another medium? Why not video? Why not painting? What about photography made it something that sticks to you?
Well, like I'm really not good at painting. I will say that. I've tried so many times. Um, I don't know. Cause
Hmm.
I also ask myself that. Like I'm also like, well, how did I end up here? Like what made it? Cause even when I like tell the story about how I started, I kind of am like, oh, like my friend was like, oh, I'm good. I feel like I knew I was good when I took that first photo. I was like, oh, this is
Mm.
nice. Like, oh, and it was kind of like a, oh, like it,
Hmm.
I was like always like really good in school, and that was like kind of it. There wasn't really anything else that I really liked besides like shopping and reading.
Period.
And those are not like really like that was in Sims. Like that was it.
Oh.
It wasn't anything that was like a skill or anything that was like creative.
Hmm.
And so I feel
Hmm.
like when I entered that, I was like, oh, like this is cool. And I can create
Yeah.
things. And like this stuff doesn't exist unless I do it. So I don't know. I feel like over time though, I've kind of like developed an eye a bit, and I'm kind of like when I'm looking around, my eyes kind of like intentionally will focus on certain things. So now it's like, okay, like I have to do it. Like, cause I'm like,
Mm.
oh, I should have took my camera, or oh, like I need my camera. But
Mm.
before I really have no clue. I think it's my grandfather, truly.
Yeah. You finding something that you feel like you're good at day one, that's like something that's not always the case for a
Right?
lot of people. Like, I'm still trying to find something I'm good at. Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to figure it out. Seriously.
And that is real.
Yes.
That is so real.
So you're very lucky, and obviously this is like your calling, at least not to put that on you, but I mean it seems like something that this is like your thing, you continue doing it. So from day one, from that class to now, what things have you learned about photography that you were surprised about learning?
Okay, with photography, I think I've learned you got to be creative as possible, I think. My professor actually like was telling me the other day cuz I did an assignment wrong, and I was like, do I really have to like redo it again? He's like, to get like if you want to go grade, you should do it again. But he was like, you can't break the rules without understanding the rules. Like you can't break the concept without at least understanding the concept and like understanding what you're breaking. And
Mm,
I think that that is important. I did not think like, being honest, I didn't think like learning the techniques and everything of like a camera and lighting and whatever was really important until I came to school, but it's because I didn't have the technical teaching, but it is really important.
mm,
Learning like studio etiquette is important. Learning lighting and like continuous and strobes, that's important. Learning posing is really important as a photographer. You do a lot of jobs as a photographer. Just thinking about how certain clothes will look with the different lightings or certain colors you have to think about, or posing and how like your model is gonna move and um like this pleated fabric. Like she can't do no split in that. Like, okay, so we're gonna have to
Right.
like figure out some other things. So like learn that, like learn the basics, but also don't keep yourself trapped within that. Like don't be like, oh no, I have to do like I have to have an object like in the middle for like the rule of thirds. Like you
Mm,
don't have to. If something catches your eye, just do it. Even if it's not something you think people would be interested in, like be as weird as possible. I do say that to people. Actually, I always
mm,
say like be as weird as possible. If you like something, like how can you make it just a bit more weirder? Like experiment. Like my other work, I've taken down like most of it. I used to have people green. I used to have people blue.
like painting
Like
them?
no, in Photoshop. Like
Oh, okay.
because I was just like, oh, like this is interesting. Like I've never seen this before. That ended up teaching me how to color grade. I can,
Mm,
everybody not green in my photos no more, but I
right.
can do it in a way that's like, okay, this is nice. But like
Mhm.
do it. Like who cares?
Mm,
Um Equipment doesn't really matter until you learn the skills, and then once you upgrade you'll be like, oh, like your stuff, if you get good equipment and you don't really know what you're doing, your stuff will technically look good because you have clear equipment,
hmm.
but I don't really know what you're doing, so it really doesn't matter. And you can get good pictures off like a shitty camera. You just have to learn. You really do. It
Yeah.
really sucks. I this is sometimes like super boring. You
Yeah.
really do. Like I struggled with lighting. I still struggle with lighting.
Mm.
Lighting is really confusing.
Lighting was like the hardest
Um,
thing for me when I was in school too. And that was like the last thing that
yes,
we learned, which is insane.
that's fucked up. They fucked
So
y'all up.
they really did. They really did. But it's because the program was new and like they were still trying to figure out if like they were like combining different tracks of like digital media. Like they had a bit of journalism, they had a bit of like filmmaking, they had a bit of like social media marketing. And so like all the classes just like it was like piecemealing all these things. So yeah, lighting was like one of the last things I learned before I graduated. And I was just like, I'm so glad this is like the last thing because
It's
I
hard
just
as
was like so bad at it. I was like, I don't want to like
Mhm.
have to figure this out, even though it is important.
But it's like it's hard, but it's not, but it is. You know, like when you start driving and they're like, you're like, I don't know what any car looks like. And they're like, pay attention. You want an Audi, like you're gonna start finding Audis on the street. And then you start looking and you see like a bunch of these Audis and you're like, oh, and you're like, wait, no, that's a Mercedes or that's a Honda. Like you start noticing. I feel like
Hmm.
that is how it is with lighting. Like
Mm,
once you
okay.
learn the basics and you kind of like go over it, you're like, okay, this is soft light, this is hard light. You're able to like start to get in the groove. I also feel like
Yeah.
photography though is like a muscle. Like
Mm,
all of this, you just have to keep doing it.
yeah.
Like you actually, yeah, that's also shoot as much as possible. That really is the key. I did not
Mm.
start getting good until I would shoot almost every day, and I don't even do it now, which is fucked up. But
What?
that was when I saw my biggest growth. Definitely
Mm,
do that. Definitely do street photography. I actually, yeah, I think every photographer should do street photography.
mm.
I'm sticking with that. That is that's my hill. I will die on that
And why is that?
because I feel like it just teaches you so many things. Like you're really on your own out there, and it is like it's up to you to get that shot. You have to get a shot. And how
Hmm.
are you going to get that shot? And how are you have to talk to strangers. You have to get people comfortable behind your lens. You have to act fast because the guy's walking straight past you and he don't look happy too much, but you really want his shot, or you really want his photo because his bow tie looks nice. And you got to convince him a little bit that like to let you take his photo and to be
Hmm.
okay. And it's either he's gonna say no and you're gonna have to be rejected and be like, well, fuck. But you're learning rejection, or you
Hmm.
get the photo. And then you gotta figure out the settings real quick, and then you gotta figure out how to take that good photo because he gotta go because he got work in 2 minutes.
Mm.
So I like it. I think it just teaches you so many skills. It teaches you how to act fast. It teaches you like what to do when you don't get the shot at the end of the day. What to do when like seven people done said no to you. Are you gonna ask the eighth person? They might
Mm.
be the one to say yes. Like it just teaches you to just keep going. Like I love it. Like I think everybody should do it. I think every single photographer should just do it. It gets you out of your shell. You gotta talk to so many random people. I met so
Hmm.
many people that I just don't ever be wanting to talk to.
No, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Like you're fighting with the elements and you like you're in an environment where you can't control the elements, therefore like it will test you. I mean, I can kind of relate to that as well. Like when I was in school, I was doing like Man on the Street podcast
Yeah,
and
see, like
yeah,
you
like
gotta ask people, can I record you? Can I interview?
uh-huh.
No.
Like
Like
it really teaches you like humility. It really teaches you like how
it
to just
humbles
like step
you.
out of yourself. Exactly. Especially if you like don't already have like the connections maybe to like just book these big elaborate photo shoots.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not a photographer in that way.
No, they cost money. Like
Yeah.
my first semester here, I didn't know anybody in New York.
Mm,
And our first class, he was like, yeah, you have to go take some photos. I
mm,
was like, because previously, like, I was only doing studio work. So I'm like,
yeah.
take some photos. Take some photos of who?
Right.
Right of who?
He said,
And
strangers, get out
yeah,
there.
literally, he's like, you're gonna have to figure it out. And I was like, well, I have class at 9 in the morning, 9 a.m., like on Monday. I'm not gonna come with no pictures.
Mm,
And I literally would just make myself every day until I got the shots that I would need. And I would be out there for hours.
wow.
Like feet hurting, walking around New York, lost, confused. Just
But
yeah.
that's the hustle of like a creative
It
field,
really
right?
is. Yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel alive?
You know, really does really work hard for it.
hmm
Yeah.
Honestly, and I think the street shots that I have in my mind that I remember seeing on your page, like I'm just thinking about this one white guy. I think he was a white guy. It was like an older white guy, maybe.
He had gray hair and he was
Yeah.
sunbathing.
Yeah. And it's like that and all your other photos, honestly, like to me, they are vibrant even if they don't have color. They accentuate people's like features. That's what I've noticed about your work. Would you say that's
Thank you.
purposeful or like what goes through your mind when you are taking a photo?
I kind of sit there and then wait until I get like what I want.
Hmm
And then sometimes like I'll do more and just take more shots. Sometimes I don't. I don't think there's much thought into it. Kind
mm
of just like I like this. Like I'm like, oh, I need to take a photo of that.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'll do it. I know what photo you're talking about, and it's funny because he sits outside my school during the summer and he sunbathes.
Oh,
Um,
he's a frequent.
yes, yes,
Mm.
like everybody on campus knows. I've seen multiple photos of him,
I
like
love
of
that. He's
other
a
people have taken
celebrity.
of him. He really is. When I met him, he was like, "I'm trying to get as dark as you," and I said, "You know what?
Whoa.
And I hope that you do." I was like, "Keep trying."
Mm,
I don't know if you're gonna get there, but keep
yeah.
trying.
I would love to know any hot takes that you have about photography. Like, I'm assuming you look at photography and you know what's going on in the world and you see the trends that
Yes.
are happening. Is there any trend that you
Okay.
see that you like are like, we need to stop doing this?
What can I think of? Because I'm always talking shit. I really am.
Period.
A lot of editorial photography, I think, is just really ugly.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, well, everybody knows like Vogue is really ugly.
I was thinking that was
Yeah,
the first thing
that's
that came to mind.
very boring. I think Elle too, when I've seen some of their covers, I think
Mm.
if any cover is just somebody like just staring back at you and it's like I don't like the fact that like all these photos, everybody just looks half dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't get that at all. I really don't get that. And they're just like staring at the camera. And
Yeah.
I think that's weird. I also don't like it when there's like a celebrity and I guess it's to like paint a picture or it's like bring you into their world. But they are like in this beautiful dress or something, and in the background, actually, I just see this picture of Lotto when she announced her pregnancy, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
picture of her in this like beautiful dress, and then she's standing on a couch.
Have I seen that
Why is
one?
she? Yeah, it's so like it's bad. It's not bad, but it's just like
It's just like what's
why?
going on?
Yeah, like I don't
Okay.
get that. I don't like when I feel like pictures don't tell a story or like the spread doesn't really tell a story. It's just random photos that you
Mm.
guys like felt like were good concepts and was just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, where's the
Mm.
thought?
Well, I feel like that is like a big trend that you pointed
Yeah.
out. It's like putting like the most random things together and calling it like chic. And honestly, like I'd be eating
Yes.
it up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'd be eating it up sometimes. And I'm like, it kind of reminds me of like SZA's fashion. This is so random. Like SZA's like
I know exactly
wardrobe.
what you're saying.
You know,
Yes.
like it's just like I would have never thought to pair with that. But for you, it looks good. You know what I'm saying?
And see, she has intent behind it.
Mm,
It goes with her brand because SZA also does that in her music, and she does that like
mm,
across the board. Like like she's like your little funky older sister. Like you
yeah.
do you, girl. You do your shrooms. You do you. Like
Right.
I just feel like some photo shoots I definitely will say I do like, and also I be eating up. Some
Hmm.
of them I'm just like, this is really mediocre, and we're just propping this up because they are white, and this was probably taken by a white man that they had on their retainer, and it's so just so redundant. It's just
Yeah,
so redundant. Yeah,
I agree.
I
I
really don't
agree.
like that. What else can I say? What else can I talk shit about? Oh, when like magazines do photo shoots with iPhones, I don't
Hmm.
think that's cool or funky right now. It
Really
I don't, because what
controversial.
really is this photographer? He was doing them like after COVID. Damn, I hope these people never see me
You
talking
know, I
shit.
can always edit it out if you feel uncomfortable.
I don't really care that much. Um, but he did like something, I think it was for like W or something, and it was all these celebrities and they were like outside. You know which ones I'm talking about? They looked like SpongeBob when he was sick and he had
Oh
like all the
wow.
color drained of him. That's exactly what these models just look to me like. They look like SpongeBob with suds. Like they look like who drained the color. Like where's the fun? Like where's the
Yeah.
like Vogue China's really good.
Vogue China is
They always
good.
yeah, like they always have something good. Everything's so modern. Like we all
Hmm.
took, I feel like this whole country took like the whole minimalistic thing just way too far. Where do we
Yeah.
go as a people? Let's just chill. Let's go back to being whimsy, please. I'm
Oh, well,
begging.
we need that back. We need that
We
back.
need that back. It's so boring. Why did y'all let Kanye take over like this?
Oh,
Easy was not that good. It was. Easy was amazing, but
it's controversial, yeah.
controversial. Ugh, ugh. Maybe
He's
edit
no,
this
I
out.
agree. I agree. No, no, we have to give him his credit. Like he changed
We
the
really
fashion
do.
world.
He really did. But why did y'all let it trick over to everything else? Like,
People don't know how to do stuff in moderation, that's all. It really, it's crazy how things can shift society
yeah.
completely, and that just becomes like the staple of imagery all around.
And I've just been finding so many like different photographers that just do like just random shit. Like my teacher, his name is Brad Farlow.
Mm.
I love him as a photographer because he'll just show us like he had an African mask that he bought, and he went around like uh these like monumental kind of moments in Black history that the media was really focused on. Like he did the what's his name? What's the guy's name who was a football player? I know his name.
Mm.
He might be Khloe Kardashian's dad. You know him. I was about to
OJ
say Franklin.
Simpson?
OJ Simpson. Jesus, I'm bad with names, but I know who that is. OJ Simpson. He did like the highway that he drove on. He did like where
Mm.
Rodney King was, and he did it through the African mask. And I
Ooh,
was like,
that's
the
crazy.
it was absolutely crazy. And he told us randomly on like a Thursday afternoon. Like, and I'm like, what made you even think about that? And he's like, I don't know, like just decided to do it. Or he went
Mm.
around and he reflected light off of a tree in different parts of the United States.
Hmm.
Why? And I asked him like, why did you do that? I don't fucking know. I just wanted to do it. And that's what I like. Like I
Yes.
like that to a certain extent. Like just do weird shit. Get uncomfortable. Get like messy. Get
Hmm.
I think a lot of photographers that I see now, I think are definitely doing that. Um, but I feel like in the actual industry that's and what they put out, you don't see that. I think editorial can be very fun. I don't think
Yeah.
it just has to be like a pretty girl in a dress or a pretty girl in an outfit. Like I think you could like Andre Leon Talley's his issues and the photo shoots that he's worked on. I think is a great example on how editorial can have meaning. It can have a lot of purpose and can also be about the clothes. His issue, Scarlet in the Hood,
Mm.
is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I think it perfectly intertwines what I'm trying to say.
Mm. I need
I
to
feel
check
like I
that
want to see
out.
it more. It's I love it so much. And like when you hear him talk about like kind of like what it means and the fact that like the fashion part of it also has history as well as like the casting and the photo part and the concept of it, I was like, this is phenomenal. I
Mm.
love it. So I feel like I want to see that more
Yeah.
art. Um, yeah,
Yeah, more just fun shit. Like you said, like
yeah,
more things that like and honestly love the explanation that your teacher gave, which was like no explanation at all. Like I just did it
yes,
'cause I wanted to. And I think art can be so heady in that way, like where like we have to have such a deep explanation for like why we created this. And like while that's cool and all, why things I love when things have meaning. I think it's just as valuable when it's just like it's just a feeling I got and I just wanted to do it.
yeah. And that's like the meaning. Well, what I've noticed is like photography has kind of two roles or two purposes.
Hmm.
Hope I'm saying this right way. First time I'm doing these thoughts out loud. Because,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
on one hand, it's like pretty photo. Pretty photo conveys the message you're trying to, I don't know, you're trying to do something like, say, like Instagram. And it's one of those like exaggerated photos where she's just like a bit she's like disorientated and like those photos that really like grab your attention. I would say like
Mhm.
a lot of my photos I felt like were coming from this point of view of like I wanted you to stop on the screen and be able to like that caught my eye. Like I
Mhm.
think that's where like my use of color started coming from and like why I love it. Also like
Mhm.
can't see, so I love things that do pop out at me. Can't see.
It's just like a utility thing. Like I just need to see what I'm
Yeah, like my
looking
glasses be blurry. It be a
for.
lot going on.
Same for me.
Um, but then there's also another side of it that has like a lot of intention behind it, and it's like I love this photo because this was like my grandmother when she was young, and like it has like that sort of meaning, and I think that both can coexist. I think they can both happen, but I think it's just not enough balance, I
Yeah.
feel. I feel like there's a lot of just like trying to grab your attention and trying to get it, and not in a way that's like, I just wanted to do this. In a way
Right.
of like, I'm trying to cater to an audience that like doesn't really like photography, but likes like pretty images.
Mm. Do you feel like photography has helped you change as a person individually, or as far as like how it makes you view the world differently?
Definitely. I feel like I it shows what I think of the world. I think every photographer is their style is so significant to them because it's literally how they see things. Especially like once you take a photo, that is exactly how you saw that person for that 1 second. That
Hmm.
really is kind of like you taking documentation of like what you see or starting to make me like kind of look deeper within myself. And I think I'll confront a lot of things about the way that I feel. We're learning about an artist named David Hillard, and he's a photographer, and he's really, really good. But something that he has said about his mom was that he used the camera as it helped him like close the gap. When I read that, I was like, oh. And I hadn't realized that like I do that. And that is actually how I've gotten through this world or this entire time with photography. It became like my little protection. It became like my lens and how I'm gonna navigate, and I'm able to kind of like disappear into crowds with it, or I'm able to reappear into crowds and like cause a lot of attention on myself when I have my camera.
Yeah. I think that's really beautiful. And I hope that you continue to keep capturing those beautiful moments and hope it continues to bridge those gaps between you and your family. So, just to end off the podcast officially or winding down, where do you see yourself going with photography? Like, what is a big accomplishment that you want to achieve?
I want my own exhibition. I feel like that would be really cool. But I would want to like go all in. Like I just went to this exhibition earlier, and it was like two screens on each wall. It was four walls. It was two screens on each wall, and each was playing like a part of the movie, but they were all still kind of synced to where if you watch them at all one time, they all were like it all made sense together. And I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. I need this bad.
Yeah.
And so I would just want something like that. But I feel like that is when, like, if I'm able to create a project for an exhibition and have like a year to do it and just get
Mhm.
to create, I feel like that's like my biggest goal.
I think you can definitely do it. I can see that in your future. I'm not
Thank
psychic, but I can see
you.
it. I can
I
see it.
don't know. It's giving Raven. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go with that. Sure.
Yes.
What's a big accomplishment that you've already achieved?
um, I feel like coming to New York.
Mm,
Coming to New York, I've been wanting to do this since probably like my first year out of college.
mm,
And I never thought, no, I think like probably being in school for photography. I think that because I never thought that I would do that. I never thought that that would even bring me here. I never thought that that was even like fathomable to go to school for photography. Like I used
yeah.
to search that shit up on Twitter to see like people's tweets about it and like what they would say
Yeah.
about like the photography major because I knew nobody who did it. I knew nobody who like was really in college. It probably sounds like really small, but I feel like in totality of my life, I'm like, no, I'm really that like made me sit back for a month and be like, okay, I'm actually like really accomplishing things.
I think that's huge. Like just going to college, period. But like going to college
Mhm.
for a creative field, like people like to downplay that, not realizing that
That
college
shit
is a
is
place where opportunities open up, and that's where it's like the
mhm.
easiest way to make connections because you're all in the same
Yes.
space, like, assuming that you were on campus. But like for me, that was the way I got my first few interviews because I was
Mhm.
just looking to the person next to me and like, hey, you want to do this?
Mhm.
So I think that's a huge achievement. I think probably a big part of your journey. Well, the last thing we'll do before we call it is the game This or That. It's pretty
Okay.
simple. I'm going to give you two things and you choose which one you would prefer. So the first thing is college parties or clubs.
Yo, I never even really been to a college party. I'm gonna say the club.
What?
I love the club.
No college party though. You never been.
Not really. When I first went to college, I did community
Okay.
and we was going to the club. We was going to the hookah lounges.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
bougie right the gate. Okay.
Bougie right out the gate. It was
Okay.
not a bougie hookah lounge
Oh,
though.
okay.
That was the only place we could get in. And then yeah, I'm gonna say the club.
Okay, okay. Cooking or ordering out?
Oh, I'm gonna say ordering out. If somebody can cook for me, I'll say cooking. I'll do that.
You know, nothing beats a home cooked meal, no matter who makes it. Well,
Exactly.
let me backtrack. Not,
That's okay. We got seasoned salt. It's okay.
yeah, like I would trust you. I would trust any other black person.
Don't trust me.
Don't. Oh.
Like I'm fighting gender norms. So I just feel like I'm
Period.
taking one for the cause. Like this is for my people,
Yeah, not
my
every
black
woman has
women.
to cook. Period.
Exactly.
You're just here to eat. I get it.
I'm here to be served.
I love that.
Like, oh my God, has anybody ever asked you, like, do you cook like on a date? And you're just like,
That's insane.
I hate it. I hate it so bad. Or like, do you know how to cook? Do you know how to cook? I can provide. I got this.
Like, first date too, like you're already ascribing me gender roles right now.
Please, not right now.
Even
I see my future. I don't like it.
like now it just feels like you trying to make me a housewife. You know what I'm saying? That's what it gives.
Now I'll never cook. I'd be like, I can make noodles.
Period.
Mm.
Lifestyle or studio photography?
Um, Probably lifestyle. Studio is so stressful. But studio
Interesting.
makes money. So if anybody hears this, I'll do both.
Love that. Okay, last thing actually. Digital cameras or film cameras?
Oh my God, probably I like film for the aesthetic, and
Mm.
it really just does look better. But digital is so quick. I feel like film is always better when you look back at it like later. I feel like it's more for reflective things.
Mm. Like
Because
memories.
yeah, or just like you take something, you take a photo, even if it's like a shoot or something, like you do it off of film, and then
Yeah.
you're able to kind of like leave it alone.
Yeah.
Can't think about it. It's not really like next on your to-do list because you can't upload any files or anything. And
Mm.
then you come back to it and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like a little
And I
gift.
like that. Yeah.
But thank you, Mikayla, again. This was really fun. You're really
Thank
fun to talk
you.
to. I can't believe this was your
Thank
first time doing an
you.
interview. Like, I think
I
you're
told
like
you
a
I talk so
pro.
much shit. Thank you.